Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Founders Live Fukuoka. My name is Yusuke Matsuo, staff member of Fukuoka Growth Next. So it's my pleasure to bring all of you this program for the first time this year. Also, we are proud that we introduce you 5 selected entrepreneurs with their 99-second pitches. Further Q&A sessions later. Now, I would like to Hiroshi Onaka, the city leader of Fukuoka, Founders Drive Fukuoka, what Founders Drive is. Hiroshi-san, could you make a brief introduction? So what Founders Drive is? So please go ahead.
Hi, thank you, Yusuke. Hi, everyone. I'm Hiroshi Onaka. I'm a city leader of Founders Live Fukuoka. Thank you for joining us our event today. We are going to have 5 presenters, as he said. Well, let me talk about quickly what Founders Live is. It is started in Seattle in the USA, and we are online business community which we support the startups to introduce globally. Currently, we have Founders Live more than 30 major cities in North America, South America, Europe, some Africa, and here, Japan. And we are expanding this Founders Live friend cities in APAC. Later today, we have a special guest from Indonesia. So I hope you enjoy this event. And let me also add some rule. Each presenter has the 99-second pitch, which you can see what their business is or their founders' the passion is. And after each pitch, we have a 10-minute Q&A, and you can have more better understanding what they are or what they want to do. Okay, now I return back to the Yusuke.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Onaka-san. So today, we are going to, as a trial, we introduce a voting system online in order to testify how does it work to brush up our Founders Live Fukuoka. So please see your screen. So a QR code is displayed on your upper right side. So can you see that? Yeah. So I would like you to choose best and favorite companies and then business plan. So after 5 pitches. So I appreciate you for your cooperation. Okay, so before we start their pitches, let me touch about the Fukuoka Growth Next. So FGN. So Fukuoka Growth Next is an incubation facility managed by the Fukuoka City and 3 private companies. Okay. Now we help startups develop new value and then encourage them to jump into the global market. This unique organization and the ecosystem. This building used to be an elementary school and which is more than 90 years old, and it has very unique atmosphere. 160 countries, including startups, are registered and brush up their business. We warmly welcome you when you come to Japan with no hesitation. So as I mentioned, 5 presenters are gonna pitch their business today. They will make their presentation and introduce what they are and what they do within 99-second pitches. As Onaka-san has said, so we have the very strict rule, and so if they exceed the time, we gonna cut it off our strict rule. So, but we have the separate time like 10 minutes for some Q&A session after each pitch. Okay, now I'd like to introduce the first presenter, Kaisei Sugino from 23 Incorporated. Please warmly welcome him with a round of applause.
Can I start? Can I start now? Oh, okay, I guess I can start now. Okay, we are 23. We are a creative company based in Fukuoka, and we have 23 skilled creators. They are all college students, and this number doesn't necessarily reflect our company name, but it's nice when things coincide. We have three main characteristics: focused on our local community, Generation Z, and global. Our creators have a wide variety of skill sets such as UI and UX designs, illustrations, programming, and video production. We are currently working on numerous projects with 17 different companies. We have worked on Line Fukuoka's YouTube channel, Smart City TV, and Kyushu Electric Power Company's online virtual tour for people outside of Japan. In the future, we are looking to engage in projects targeting regional activation and SDGs. We are also looking to realize a world where people under 25 years of age, such as ourselves, actively participate in our local communities in order to achieve a sustainable society. We are aiming to expand our business model not only nationwide, but around the world where young creators of the coming generations can identify and address their local communities' issues. We are currently looking for project partners. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you're interested. For more information, visit 23-creative.co.jp or just visit the QR code listed right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaisei. You seem to be a little tense. You still have 15 seconds, but that's okay. Well,
Okay.
Thank you for your presentation. Please leave your last page of the PowerPoint, Kaisei, and so the people can still have a chance, to access your QR code for any further, contact. So for all the audience, if we are interested in contacting 23, you can connect through this QR code informations. Now, thank you for your presentations. And hearing your presentation, I wrote down a couple of the questions which I'd like to go to the Q&A. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. First, the company name 23 Inc. That seemed very interesting. What does your company represent with the name of 23?
It's actually quite simple. It's because our CEO was 23 when he founded this company.
Oh, I see. So the founders, when he was 23, he started this company. That's
Yes.
why he named it at 23.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, with that, maybe the company grows if after he turns 30, maybe he may change the company name after 30. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't
Well,
know about that, but
that looks like in the presentation you show some team members, a lot of the young people. Can you also talk about your team a little bit?
okay. As of now, all the members are from Kyushu University, and their ages range from 19 to 23.
Oh, okay. Maybe could you go back to the slide which you're showing all the members? Five. Yeah. So you said all these current members are still the students?
Yes, and this picture was taken last year, so we don't have new members on this picture, but we currently have 23 members, and they're all
Oh,
college students.
so is that a coincidence that the founder started your company, his company at 23 years old? Now you have the 23 people?
It's a lucky coincidence, I guess.
Wow, that's cool. Okay. So let me ask about your more business. What is your uniqueness of your business?
In the future, it's possible that we may launch projects regarding town development or Generation Z.
Generation Z. What do you mean that Generation Z?
It's the generation where they have been exposed to latest technology such as smartphones and laptops and the internet from
Okay.
their early age.
All right. Got it. Well, you can go back to your slide at the last page to show your QR code,
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And to understand your unique sense of business, do you have, by any chance, any case study which you can introduce?
Yes. As for me, I work as a filmmaker in at 23, and I have worked on Line Fukuoka's YouTube channel,
Mhm.
Smart City TV, and I've worked on online virtual tour for people outside of Japan.
Online tour. What kind of online tour did you make?
I made online tour for a major part of Fukuoka City, such as Ukiha and Asakura, and some of the other members have made online tours for Yamaga.
Uh-huh.
It's in
Yamaga,
Kumamoto.
one of the city in near the Fukuoka area, right?
Yes, it's in Kumamoto.
Kumamoto, sorry. So you are focusing to introduce some Japanese local cities or towns to make their awareness or some inbound or outbound business?
Yes, it's part of what we do, but we feel that we should be working on town development and introducing younger people to um, cultural um, mm, creations
Hmm.
and traditional crafts. I meant, sorry.
Okay. So town development, making some film introduction for a particular local city or town. You try to help to make their awareness. Is that
Yes,
part of your
that's
business model?
um, yes, and I we okay. Sorry, could you repeat the question again?
Oh, okay. So making some, film for the local town or the city, you try to make their awareness as to the, in Japan or globally.
Yes, we feel that rural areas and communities have many unique features, but they don't
Mhm.
have the capacity to connect with the outside world to communicate what they have, even
Mm.
though they have something really interesting. And our age, Generation Z, we people tend to go on social media such as Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Mhm.
So we are looking to help their local communities communicate with the people of younger ages so that people of younger ages can take interest in what they're doing.
Oh, I see. So let me understand more. So you're part of the target audience, or so to speak, customer is your young generations to introduce these local cities.
Yes, it's locals, younger generations, and people who participate in urban development in rural areas, or um, people who just are considering PR targeted for younger people.
I see. So when did you start this your company business? A couple of years ago, or
We started it last September, so it's
oh,
only about 6 months since we
6
started it.
months?
Mhm.
Very, very new, right? Okay. Now,
Yes.
since you just started your this business, it might be too early to ask this question, but your team already has some of your business roadmap. This year, next year, you want to do this kind of challenge, etc. If you have some business roadmap, please introduce to the old audience.
Okay. Yes. In the short term, in about 5 years, we are
Uh-huh.
aiming to go public in Japan.
Public,
And
okay.
yes, and beyond that, we would like to expand globally
Mm-hmm.
as the world's largest community of young creators,
Mm-hmm.
and in order to raise the status of creators and deliver the power of creativity to a wider range of people around the world.
Okay, that's very interesting, and your goal and ambition is pretty, large, which is good for the startup. So when you
Thank
said going into the public, are you considering the IPO here in Japan? in the near future, in 5 years from now or something?
Yes, in Fukuoka.
Okay. So would you like to say something? Maybe any prospective investor might be watching this, on live, or later they can see on the YouTube. Do you have any message or comments for the prospective future investors?
Okay, if you're interested in our work, or you participate in urban development, or you're just considering PR targeted for younger people, please let us know, and we'd love to work with you. So,
Great. That sounds very interesting. So everyone, if you're interested, again, please access through this QR code, and everyone can contact Kaise and all the team. So thank you, Kaise. So I'm pretty much moved that your young generations, all the people, 23 entrepreneurs are now looking for the how you can make the local small cities, genki, come back to the local society, and especially you target your customer in the same generation who are not aware of this some good cultures or living quality in a small town, which everybody is talking about the Tokyo, but there's a lot of good things in a small town locally, right?
yes,
Okay.
definitely.
And then time is coming up, but let me ask one last question. And in your business roadmap, you also said you plan to expand this business community outside of Japan. For the overseas, do you also try to do the same business model, try to introduce some local city towns in foreign countries?
Yes, in the COVID pandemic, consumer spending behavior changed dramatically to shift to e-commerce as a purchasing method. And we are thinking of using digital technology to promote attractive products such as traditional crafts, and through that we would like to pass on the culture, what has been handed down from generation to generation to the younger generation, such as under 25, and have not been exposed to traditional crafts.
Great. Good to hear that. I personally also work in some traditional crafts. So after this presentation, I would like to talk to you more about the traditional craft kind of business, challenge.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'd love that too.
Yeah. Thank you, Kaise, for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Now I would like to introduce next presenters. Next presenters today, we have the guest from our friend's country, Indonesia. Next is a company called the FRESIO. Daniel, please come on the stage. Okay. Hi, Daniel. Okay. Okay.
Hello,
Now we
Natasha.
can. Hi. Thank you. Could you put your presentation ready, and I can
Okay,
give you a Q sign.
wait a minute.
Sure. No worry. I'm not counting 99 seconds yet.
Okay,
After your screen is on, I give you a Q sign. Okay, I think it's coming up. Yeah, could
okay.
you put the slideshow? Okay, now Daniel, you can start. Please.
As a result of this COVID pandemic, Indonesian micro small entrepreneurs and local farmers were horribly affected in economy. Their income fell by 70%. It's because of the decreasing of consumer purchasing power and losing jobs. But we are still need to eat, right? What makes FRESIO unique from similar platform that already exist in Indonesia? First, we convert expenses into revenue while shopping fresh grocery online at nearest traditional market. Because we believe when people's income increases, the purchasing power will also increase. And the impact is people will be more active to buy, especially their daily needs from traditional market like usually before. Second, we have simpler supply chain. We deliver faster than the others. And FRESIO is the first platform that can deliver in 1 to 3 hours in the same day. FRESIO is in a huge market that growing annually 9% in Indonesia. There will be $195 billion market size for fresh produce in 2030. Let's imagine what if FRESIO can reach 1% of this market in the next 9 years. FRESIO is unique, simple, agile, but impactful to help local economy during and after this pandemic. That's from us, and thank you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Daniel. 4 seconds left. Thank you for your presentations. Okay, now I would like to ask some questions. First, you started this business, try to revamp some from a pandemic, or before the pandemic started, you already started your business?
After this pandemic, on May last year.
Oh, May last year. Okay.
Yep.
I understand that one of your uniqueness of your business is convert expensive into revenue, you said in your presentations. And I would like to understand more, or I think audience is interested in what it means. Could you talk about what your business model or uniqueness?
Yeah, okay. Here is our interesting secret recipe with a unique 5-level referral system. There will be a 20% commission for our members without taking care of stocks or delivery. Just refer. Normally, they can get $300 to $400 per month, even bigger until $12,000 if they reach on the 5th levels.
Okay. Before we proceed further Q&A, you can leave your screen's presentation on the last page, a QR code or your company information. Okay, so audience can access later. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Or whenever necessary, you can use this presentation sheet. But so what you said is that you try to make some revolutions in a supply chain, or you focus only for the food. That's what I would understand.
Yeah, we focus to simpler supply chain because we want to deliver faster than the others.
Yeah.
The other competition.
Big revolution on supply chain, which you try to deliver into 1 to 3 hours.
Yep.
Which is very impressive, much faster than Amazon, right? But again, merchandising, you are showing the food. Are you focusing your supply chain business for the food or any merchandising?
Oh, yeah, just only fresh food.
Fresh food.
Yes.
Okay, that's part of your strengths and uniqueness. Since you deliver within 3 hours, you can keep the freshness to the customers. I see. Now, one more time, maybe I'm not smart enough to understand, but try to convert the expense into the revenue means you try to minimize the actual cost and then make that farmers, whatever, they can enjoy as an extra revenue because of your efficiency. That's what I understood. Am I correct? Or did I misunderstood?
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay, thank you. So that's very interesting. So, but this supply chain, as just mentioned, Amazon. But do you have any local competitors, in your home country, Indonesia, for this kind of the supply chain?
Yeah, there are many like Sayur Box, Tanihat, Chilibeli, and others. They are giants company in Indonesia. So
I see.
We start to reach them before, because Indonesia is very large in people, so we have same opportunity, I think, to get more profit in this competition.
I see. So especially after the pandemic, you see a lot of the economy impact the recessions, and you try to help and revamp some of the local business with this business model. Okay, well, that's pretty much impressive. And in that case, we don't know when this pandemic will be over, but after this pandemic, ends, so to speak, do you have any further business model or idea where you want to go?
Yeah, of course. after this pandemic, our habits have changed a lot due to this pandemic, of course, including how to shop. By providing convenience and extra income, our loyal customers will keep our business expanding. Next, as an asset-based company, we will able to continue to expand more lightly even after this pandemic.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even the pandemic is over, lifestyle once it's changed, like enjoying this kind of online,
Yeah,
systems. People do not go back to the old style, and they will stay on this kind of their new lifestyle, which is a good, in a sense.
yeah,
Okay, well, then I would like to ask another question. Since you are making this presentation through the Founders Live, of which is a part of the beauty, is you can outreach outside your countries, which is outside Indonesia. Do you have any passions or ambitions to expand your business outside of Indonesia?
yeah, sure. But we want to be a local champion first in Manado, North Sulawesi. But
Mhm.
after this, we want to expand to regionally in Indonesia area, and after that, we want to expand globally, of course.
Hmm. Yeah, our first, second page or whatever, with a 1% of the market share, it's $1 billion, even only the local markets in
Yeah,
Indonesia, right?
yeah,
Okay. So in a sense, the next almost 9 years, 10 years, you focus to establish your business in your home country. And then probably simultaneously, you may start seeing another business opportunity outside of Indonesia using this same platform. Did I understand
sure,
correct your roadmap?
sure. It's correct.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, I do believe your challenge will give a very good impact on the local society or the people during or even after pandemic. Because
Yeah,
as you also said, yes, lifestyle cannot be go back in old days, and they should enjoy this kind of the service like you're working on that right now. Okay. Well, as a last, it's not my last question, but do you have any message from you to the audience? And even this is on live, but we recorded this your presentation on the YouTube, so other people can watch your presentation later. So since we have a little more time, if we have any message to the audience, please feel free to send
okay,
your message.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for hearing our presentation with FRESIO. With FRESIO, we want our business have an economic impact for our local farmers and traditional market to recover faster from this pandemic. So please vote us and support us by voting for FRESIO today for FRESIO. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Before I close, last 10 seconds, could you show your last page one more time with a QR code so audience can try to contact you later? Okay, so this is your
Yes,
company information. Okay. Well, thank you, Daniel, for today, and
thank
we
you.
stay in touch.
Thank you, Anakasan.
Thank you. So next presenters, we have another presenters from Indonesia, which is MomWork, Holly. Hi, Holly. Okay. Please try to set up your presentation, and then I give you a Q sign to start.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
Now I start a count. You're ready to go.
Okay. Hi everyone. This is Holly. As a stay-at-home mom, she never have any opportunity to work outside because she always busy with her children and also her family life. Until one day, she realized that she needs an extra income to support her family financially. So, This is the problem we always see in Indonesia. There is a very high unemployment rate for women, and also the number is increasing since 2017. The number of the entrepreneur also very low compared to US and Japan. So we are trying to cope with this problem by creating MomWork platform. This MomWork will empower, educate, and also elevate mom to become foodpreneur by creating micro cloud kitchen at home. So MomWork is not only providing product, but also providing the promotion and also marketing. If we take a look at the market size in Jakarta only, we can see that in 1 month, we can also reach 1.5 million US dollar with only 0.25 profit per transaction. And if we compare the competitive advantage, if mom would like to build her own business, this is a very low cost investment and easy self-onboarding. So we are not only helping them in that particular spot, but we also will help mom to have access to the market, access to financing, shipping, and also we are going to help them by giving business improvement through learning management system. Thank you very much.
Oh, perfect, 99 seconds. But Holly, unfortunately, somehow you keep showing the last page of your presentation sheet. And yeah, could you go back to presentation? Nobody can see your presentation, only the last page stays. Yeah.
How about this one?
Yeah, you didn't move the page. Unfortunately, you just keep the presentation with the last page.
Okay. Oh, that's really strange because this is the slideshow mode in my screen. How about right now? Can you see it now?
Now I can see the first page, but during the presentation, only the last page was shown all the time, unfortunately. So taking the Q&A time, let's go over. Could you go back to the first top page? And then when I try to ask some question, probably you can use some of the page which nobody can see. So why did you start this business, MomWork? Now I see the top page right now, yes.
Okay.
So could you tell me why you start this business, MomWork? Could you hear me?
Can you repeat your question?
Yes. Why did you start this business? What is your story or background?
Okay. It's actually coming also from my background as well, because as a mom in Indonesia, usually we don't have any opportunity to work outside because we are busy with the household chores and everything. So we realized one day that we need an extra income for our family. Either it's for education for our children, or it's for our extended family. So we are thinking, as a mom, we are thinking how to have another additional income by working from home, but with a low investment cost.
I see. That's why the company is a MomWork, to support the housewife to make extra income. Okay.
Yes.
Taking this Q&A session, if necessary, please move around your presentation page, which everybody can see, and to have a better understanding if necessary. Okay.
Yes.
So could you tell? Oh yeah. So problem is this, and you try to help this, right? Okay. So could you also repeat or add explanation? What is your uniqueness of your business to support a mom?
Yes, for actually for a mother who wants to start a business, it's not that simple, because at first, especially if they would like to start the food and beverage business, they have to have products first, and then whether the product is good or not, they have to validate the market. So we are trying to provide the product. So mom didn't have to create her own product, but we are going to supply the product for them. And we are not only providing the product, but we are also providing the we have the over here we are going to have marketing, promotion, and any other, additional promotion, so that mom will have the business very easy. All they have to do just provide the food if there is an order.
Oh, so you do the sales marketing for the mom and for any business segment, and the mom can choose based on her experience or skill set to do the sub marketing or some software development, etc. You provide this kind of the business opportunity to the housewife. Could you hear me? Hello.
Hi.
So you try to provide some business opportunity to the housewife
Yes.
on behalf. Okay, so you connect between some companies and the housewife, and then try to create some new job to the mom who are working at home.
Yes. So we are not only providing the we are not only connecting, but we are building the micro cloud kitchen together with mom, so that when mom would like to start a business, she is not confused anymore because we are there for them. So this micro cloud kitchen is actually a partnership between us, MomWork, and also the mom itself.
Could you tell me about more the micro cloud kitchen? Do you provide some food kitchen work to the mom, or what do you mean the micro cloud kitchen?
So basically, micro cloud kitchen is almost similar with cloud kitchen, but in the size, micro cloud kitchen is smaller than cloud kitchen. And if we compare the size, the micro cloud kitchen is only can handle only for one brand, while cloud kitchen usually more than one brand. So because the area is wider.
Okay,
And
so
then also for the ownership, the owner of the micro cloud kitchen is MomWork with mom. And for the cloud kitchen, usually for the cloud kitchen, the owner of the cloud kitchen is the platform itself. So this is
so
the two difference between micro cloud kitchen and the cloud kitchen.
Okay, so since you said the kitchen, mom will provide some home made some cook. Is that a part of the merchandising which you try to provide? What is the merchandising, the products which mom can provide through your business service? Homemade cook, or you said any merchandising? Is that you talk about some food?
So we are going to provide the product, the food. It's ready to cook. It's basically like approximately 70%, 60 until 70% done. So
Uh-huh.
mom will only have to, for example, frying and then doing the plating. It's not a very difficult thing to do. So basically, we are going to provide everything almost done, and then mom only have to do the rest of 30% of the job. So it's very simple. It's not going to require a lot of time, not like cooking from the scratch.
Oh, so you support to save some time for the housewife to cook, and then they can still have some spare time to work. That's your concept of this business.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Well, maybe same question now with Daniel. Because this your business uniqueness, do you see any competitors in your home countries, a similar business, or very unique by your company? I'm curious.
Sorry, can you repeat one more time, Miss
Yeah.
Onaka-san?
Your business model is a very unique in your home country, or do you see any other competitors already in Indonesia? Can you hear me? Some internet audio
Onaka-san?
problem. Okay, let me repeat. Do you already see any other business competitors in your country? Hello, Holly, can you hear me? I'm afraid audio connection is not good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see any competitors in your home country for your business?
Yes, there are so many competitors, but we are slightly different with them. Um, as I mentioned before, they're providing cloud kitchen while we are providing micro cloud kitchen. So in the investment term, our investment rate is very, very low because we don't have to rent the space. We are using mom's place as the micro cloud kitchen. While for the other competitor, they are renting a very huge space. So based from that point, we can reduce the number of the investment rate, and then for the because our size is quite small, we can spread wider compared with the ordinary cloud kitchen. For example, if there's one ordinary cloud kitchen only available in one place, with us, with the micro cloud kitchen, we can spread even wider and faster.
Okay. Well, that's good. Time is running, but let me ask one last question. Since you are taking this opportunity, Founders Live, to present outside of Indonesia too, do you have any business plan in the future to expand your business model outside of your country?
Yes. Well, basically, I'd like to empower more women because I believe that when we have more women, participating in the economy, it's
Yes.
not only about having additional income, but also I believe that it's about achieving gender parity and also the positive impact of the business itself to reduce the number of unemployment rate and also to increase the number of entrepreneurship in the country.
Oh, I see. Well, I think that's part of the good your passions point, which some people pretty much agree with that. Okay. Well, Holly, thank you for your presentation. And sorry about some audio kind of internet problem, which you sometimes interrupt and could not hear me. But thank you again for your presentation today. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, now we have the next presenters from Unison Systems. Abby, could you come on the stage? Hi.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? Okay, could you make your presentations ready? And I give you a cue sign to start the 99 seconds count. Okay.
So can you see
All right.
my screen?
Now I can see. Well, you can start.
All right. Hi, I'm Abhilasha, and I'm from Unison. We are a product-based software company, and we specialize in developing original media management solutions, softwares, and services for broadcast media. Our products are used by television stations, news services broadcast, sports, and advertisement agencies. Today, I'm going to talk about one of our products called JoinView. Media production, from content creation all the way to distribution, can be very tricky and time-consuming, and not to mention, managing all the content can be a monumental task. So JoinView is the tool that can do all the heavy lifting for you and leave you to focus on the creative. You can use JoinView to process, manage, and deliver your content. It allows you to share your video files in the fastest and most reliable way possible with no file size limit. Its AI feature can automatically generate and tag your videos with keywords, and its hover scrubbing feature provides instant video preview, allowing a frame-accurate video search. You can add closed caption to your videos, translate your transcripts and subtitles into dozens of languages to reach a global audience. JoinView is a one-stop solution for media production. Our goal is to streamline the media production process to help our clients deliver high-resolution videos to reach the largest audience in the shortest time possible. We provide B2B solutions, and if you're interested in us, please contact us here. Thank you.
Perfect. 0 seconds left.
Oh.
Well, I bet that you practiced a few times before today, right?
We sure did.
Yeah. Well, before I start the Q&A, next 10 minutes, Avis, you came from what, in India?
Yes, I'm Indian.
So, but the Unison Systems is not the Indian company, Japanese company local here in Fukuoka, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, rather than to ask about the company, taking this Q&A, value of time, I'd like to ask your services or product more. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So looks like your services more likely broadcasting a SaaS business for B2B. That's what I understood from your presentations.
Yes.
But seeing is believing for this kind of the business. Do you have any demonstration which you can share with us?
Yeah, sure. Just last week, we have been doing live speech to text translation for a section. It's Fukuoka City Startup Program.
Okay.
So we did it last month and before last month. I can show you the video of
Okay.
how did the live speech to text translation thing went, and then what were the discrepancies and how our feature, the application, can help you fix that and then upload your content to YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Could you show some demo video if you have?
Yes, sure.
That would be very helpful for us to understand what your business, so to speak, joint view, etc.
This is just part of the app, what application can do.
Yeah,
So,
I understand. It's a part of a joint view, not all of them, right?
yes.
Okay.
So how do I share my...
As you said, the screen share, I think you can share
can
the
you see-
screen. You run the demo video on your screen, but as you just share the PowerPoint or keynotes, you share the screen, and we can watch your demo.
Sharing screen. Okay. Application window. I guess this can do. What did you? I'm just gonna share my entire screen. Okay.
Could you find?
Yeah. Can you see the Chrome screen?
Yes.
Okay.
We can see the screen. Okay, this is a video. Okay, can you play?
This is the video of how the live. I'm just gonna turn down the audio a little bit. Okay. There were two presenters from Fukuoka and from Taiwan. So this is the live translation from Japanese to English.
Oh, so one of your services, real-time translation script, subtitle can show. She's talking in Japanese, and you translate into English and show in the subtitle on the screen. Okay, that's one of the feature of the joint view.
Yes, but okay, let me correct that. So as you can see that there are some discrepancies, as you know, the languages English and Japanese. Of course, real-time translation doesn't always translate 100% accurately. So in that case, what we do is you can upload the live video in the application. Can you see the other screen?
No, we just lost your screen share. Okay, now come back. Yeah.
Yes. So this is the application screen. Here.
So this is the admin screen.
Yes.
Okay.
So here you have the video, and this is they're speaking, and it's being it's simple speech to text here, and then you can translate it into English, and then if there are any discrepancies in the translation, you can fix them here I mean, you can just edit the text here.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me understand. So on the administration, there's some different translation, and on live, if a translation is not perfect, you can choose another translation. Is that what you said?
Yes, you can choose the video translation frame by frame, and you can go there, fix the translation, and when everything is all right, you can push it wherever you want. It's the same video has been uploaded to the YouTube with join view provided.
I see. So it's not a live translation, recorded one. You can create these subtitles with a better quality of the translation, because you can see different translations, which will be the perfect.
It is live translation if you can work with that, but for the long run, if you want to upload your video in the YouTube, or then you have an option of editing the subtitles, but it can very well work with the live translation as well.
Oh, okay. So this service will work on a live, but if I want to make this subtitles better after the live, I can work to choose the better translation as you just showed, and then upload on the YouTube as a recorded one.
Correct.
Oh, so live translation and recorded translation could be different in case I found I want to brush them up later.
Yes.
Okay.
Since there are always discrepancies in translation part.
Okay, so this is your kind of the AI translations
Yes.
IP, your own company software or somebody else?
We are using Microsoft Azure.
Azure?
Cognitive speech analysis technology, and then we have to teach the AI to work with the dialects and to recognize the right word. For example, the Biden's speech and Trump's speech, we have to feed it multiple times, and the AI somehow it learns to guess the right word. I mean, we have to teach AI, so that part is what we do in the company, but we are using the API of Microsoft Azure.
Okay. Well, could you show the screen? You are showing the black mode right now, or your company's information, whatever.
I will go.
While you are doing this, let me ask also a couple more questions since time is running. Same question to the previous presenters. Are you looking at your business expansion outside of Japan?
Yes, absolutely. Since we'll say we have a pretty stable market in Japan, and if it weren't for COVID, we would have tried to expand overseas. But the language is a barrier, and finding the collaborative partners outside Japan has been one of the hurdles in expansion.
Well, language, if you speak about English as a language barrier, I don't see any problem because you're a very good English speaker.
Well, you can say that I am the only one. I mean, we just don't want English speakers. We want programmers who can speak English and can communicate in Japanese. So
okay. Well, almost time is up. Let me ask one another question, because this is a B2B business, but what is your precise target market for your service, for Joint View?
For Joint View, we are actually, let me just bring you over. Sorry. So as you can see, we have about 10 television stations and 20 news and advertisement agencies in Japan. But more than that, we want to expand our business to overseas. So you can say target market is expanding business to overseas, and then we are developing a new product. It's Sports AI Editor. So what it can do is it can give you a digest video of your favorite sports match within a few minutes. So it's pretty new in Japan. So we are trying to expand in sports industry as well. So this is one of our target.
Okay. Time is almost up, but Avi, we have a couple of questions from the audience via the live chat. One of the audience said that she couldn't access the website of the Unison. Is any URL address for English is available?
Yes, sure. Okay. Is this barcode?
Unison.co.jp, that's your URL, right?
Yes,
Company.
let me just.
Yeah, you can enlarge.
Okay.
Put in a slideshow because the screens are too small. Yes, better. Yeah, it's working. But one of the audience seemed to try to access a URL. It didn't work.
Okay, can I post it later in the chat or?
Okay, and over the chat, during the next presenters, please send it back the right or another URL to make sure that the audience can access. Okay,
yes, sure.
And one last question, if time is up, but there's one another audience is a question. If you use AI, you need to select right translation by human being, right? Not of course AI, as you just show, right?
Mm-hmm.
After, and then that is a manual selection by somebody else. So AI pick it up 4 or 5 different translations, right?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question one more time?
I speak something, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my sentence can be translated into 4 different Japanese sentence, so to speak, and that can be shown by AI translations. Am I correct? And then if I saw number 3 is the best translation, I pick it up as a translations. That is someone people need to do, not by AI. Of course, because AI just pick it up 4 options. And what is the best option is some people need to take care of it through the admin screen.
Okay, AI will not give you multiple options. AI will go with, the first pick of translation.
Only first pick, but okay, on that demonstration, you showed there are 4 or 5 different translations.
Oh no, it wasn't 5 or 4 translation. It was just the part of the speech. The completed sentence went up. Yeah, the ongoing sentence was being repeated. The sentence. If the sentence will keep dragging on, it will.
Oh, so screen was small, but I see the 4 different translations. That's all the different sentences. So AI just pick out 1 translations. And if I'm not satisfied with that translation, I just make the right translation manually or edit by myself.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you. I think that's the answer.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Abby. And please go into the chat. Try to make sure that your company URL, it doesn't seem to be working, and Keiko is not helping out, but please follow up the audience contact with the Unixons, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And everyone, thank you for your time. And the last presenter is from Zen Code, Alan. Alan,
Hi.
can you come up to the stage? Hi, Alan. So,
yeah.
Thank you for waiting. You are the last pitcher.
That's the problem with
so
starting a company with an X, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, could you show on your presentation sheet, and I can give you a quick sign. Okay, that's quick. Well, Alan, anytime, please start.
Okay. As we're all painfully aware, 2020 brought us a pandemic, and hundreds of millions of people across the globe were forced to suddenly start remote working without any prior planning or preparation. For some people, it was easy to adapt, but for the majority of us, it took a lot of adjusting, and it brought about a lot of anxiety and stress for most people. A lot of people reported feelings of isolation, and there's a perceived lack of value. So if your co-workers or your manager can't see you, is anybody noticing me? But it's not all bad. It turns out that the majority of us want some form of remote work to continue after the pandemic.
Great, Alan, thank you. Right on time, right? Well, let me go into some Q&A session with you. For me, you don't look like a Japanese, so well. You come from which country? You come from?
I'm from the UK. From the UK.
UK. So, well, I'm curious. Why or did you start your business here in Japan, not the UK?
So, my wife is originally from Kyushu. And
here, local people.
Yes. So she wanted to be closer to her parents as they were getting older. And so I've been doing remote work for probably about 14 or 15 years. And so the opportunity was there that, well, I don't need to be present in the UK. Plus we have a young son, and we wanted to help him, let him experience Japanese culture as well, grow up and find out the other half of his personality and his culture. So it was a good opportunity for us to move here. So we moved here 4 years ago, and decided it was time to to start a company here.
So your business service, it's a SaaS, right?
Correct.
Software as a service, and seemed to be very perfect timing for this pandemic era. Try to support some office people's reduce stress with this kind of remote management. Did I understand correct your service?
Yes, correct. So I mean, as I said, I've been doing remote work for most of my working life, and even though I've been doing it so long, it doesn't come easy. It's not a natural thing for a company to just switch to, especially if it happens without having time to prepare and to plan and to put a lot of processes in place. So yeah, reading news, talking to people who have started doing remote work, it came clear that it's for all of the benefits that it brings, people are realizing that it doesn't magically just work, and a lot of anxiety and stress, a lot of mental health issues were coming apparent after people started to switch to remote work. So I wanted to use some of the techniques and the things that I've learned over the past 15 years to try to help people adjust to remote work and try to make, say, a more calmer, empathetic, and supportive environment for remote and also office work. Because I mean, the product works very well in an office situation too. But yeah, hopefully can help out remote workers too.
Okay, so in that case, what is your target market? Is that the B2B or B2C business?
I guess it's B2B. So initially, I'm targeting small to medium enterprises. The product works well in smaller sized teams right now, but I'm building out features so it can work well in a larger organization where there's multiple structures and hierarchies of teams. But right now there's an organization and you can have teams within it, so you can either be part of a team where your check-ins are shared directly with those team members, or you can follow other teams too. So say you're in development, I could follow the marketing team. So I'm aware of what they're working on, the challenges, and I get to know the people and I can see what they're doing. I can support them, but I don't have to be part of that team.
Okay, great. I have a more question, but I just found the some question from the audience via the chat. So, good question to you, Alan. Beside the engagement, what kind of feature do you have in your services? He's asking.
So right now, the initial, the core of the application is this daily check-in idea. So to be able to, I say it's not like a formal report. The idea is just for every day you kind of show how you're feeling, what you've managed to achieve, or you might have had a very bad day and not achieved anything. But by just keeping in constant contact with your teammates, but asynchronously, not not just via Zoom or via Slack or Teams, but being able to do it in a more asynchronous, mindful way. That's the core of the application. But also to support that, I'm building out a whole series of features that can support to support mental health issues within an organization. So one of the features I'm working on right now is for a weekly pulse survey. So this sends out every week a small questionnaire to all staff. It's private between you and your manager, and it's just like, how are you feeling? Do you feel that the company is supporting you? Is there some issue that you'd like to raise? So this helps managers spot if somebody's not feeling great, or if there's a potential that they might leave the company. You can spot that early and do something about it. So and also if there's somebody that does need help, then you're there for them, and you can help them out as soon as possible. So there's a whole bunch of features that I've got in mind, all to support this calmer, more considerate, mindful way of office working.
You just mentioned that your services seem to be different from Teams of Slack and Zoom. And what I understood is that your services focus on more like HR, human relationship management, to have a better team relationship by remote environment, right?
Right, that's
Did
actually a good word. Human relationship, not human resources. I like that. Definitely, it's all about the relationships between co-workers and managers. So to help a manager, if they do a one-to-one every few weeks or every month, then they can see how somebody's been feeling over the past month, or what they've been working on. Is there something that are there patterns in that you want to address or help them out with? So yes, it's definitely the difference between that and Slack or Teams, Zoom. They're all synchronous communication. It's the here and now, and that's absolutely necessary for having an efficient working environment. But for large portions of your working day, you just need to work and get stuff done, and you don't need to share those with everybody on Zoom, right? So this is
Sorry. So your service is part of the HRM, so-called human relationship management, not the CRM. Now correct. I have a few more questions via the chat from the audience, which is a good sign. Next question is, can this integrate on the Slack?
That is in progress. It won't be in the first release, but I'm working on Slack and Teams integration, both to remind you to do a check-in, to be able to do a check-in via Slack, and also then notify of your team. So at the moment, it uses just email notifications. So every evening, you can get an email to remind you to check in. And in the morning, you can get an email to say, this is what your team has checked in. So you can either visit the website to see it, or you can just view it via email. But yes, I'm working on integration with all of the popular synchronous communication services.
Yeah, you just mentioned that try to connect you, and could you share the screen which show your company email address or QR code on the screen?
That's
people can
online.
See.
Is that online now? Yeah.
Not yet. Share this. Okay, now it's online. Okay, great.
Okay.
So audience, for further questions, feel free to contact Alan. But there's another question from the audience. Is your service open API?
Not right now, but that is also high on my list. So as a developer, one of the important things to me is being, owning our data. So if a company does use this, it's their data, it's not mine. So they need to be able to access it, via APIs. I plan to add command line applications for any developers that prefer to use that rather than a website. And there will be a fully open API for everybody too. So again, that's not going to be in first release just through resources. But yes, it will be as soon as absolutely possible.
Well, that was about my next question, which I was going to ask. Where is your product roadmap stage right now? Is a demonstrations available or a beta version available? Where you are right now?
Right. So I'm planning to go into. Go back on. I'm going into beta test in the next week or so. I want to start onboarding some users. I've got a number of people that are chomping at the bit to start using it. But over the next month, I want to bring on as many early users as possible, just to get a feel for how people respond to it, how they use it. The entire product I want to be, customer driven. I will make it do what works for the customers. So it's all a learning experience. The more users, the better. I can learn how people use it, what they find useful, and develop the product from there. So yes, it's beta as soon as physically possible in the next week or so, and then hopefully launching to the public at the end of March, beginning of April, the first version.
April. Okay. So you're about starting the beta testing, and you may welcome some testers from
Absolutely.
the audience.
Yes,
okay,
please.
So
if you visit the site, enter your email, and I will plan to be in touch with you within the next week or so, and see if we can sort out some onboarding.
Okay, and both English and Japanese available, right?
So for launch, English is the main one. Japanese is following a little bit behind because my wife is localizing the interface, so we're making sure that it's my translations are not quite up to scratch. So we want to make sure that the interface is very natural in both English and Japanese, not just a machine translation. So we're working hard to make sure that it makes complete sense. It's a very natural Japanese interface. So that will probably be a little bit later, in a few weeks later maybe, but the initial version will be just in English.
Okay, then my last question, Alan, as a business model, this is a SaaS, you can provide your service all over the world. But
Yes.
To find a B2B, actual customers in each different countries, you may need to have some distributor reseller partners. Just my gut feeling. Do you have that kind of business plan to look for the partners?
It's possible. I haven't really planned looking for that, but it's definitely a possibility. Because the application and the company is all bootstrapped, I'm not forcing growth. I don't want to. I want to kind of grow organically as the product develops. So so the important thing for me is to learn from the user base, from my customers, and grow to fit their needs before looking at trying to work with partners. I don't want it to be driven by somebody else's business plan. I want it to be driven by my customers.
Yeah. So in the audience, there could be your direct customer who want to use your service in their companies.
Fantastic.
Or
Absolutely.
some people may be interested to be a reseller to introduce your business in their countries or in regions.
For sure.
So
yeah, I mean, one of the things I've considered, because obviously I haven't fully launched yet, but the idea of using a referral system to help people promote it is definitely a consideration as well, something I'm looking at.
Okay, thank you, Alan, for your today, and thank you for your waiting for the last picture.
No problem at all. It's been
very close, and
it's been great watching everybody.
Yeah, and you have a few questions from the audience via live. Okay, thank you, Alan.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you for watching all the 5 presenters. And last, I would like to introduce Mike from Indonesia. Founders Live started in APAC here in Fukuoka as a first city. Now we are expanding a Founders Live network in Indonesia. Taking this opportunity, since we also had 2 presenters today from Indonesia, I would like to pass this to Mike to make his introduction about the Founders Live Indonesia for next couple of minutes. And during his presentations, you may see the QR code on the right side of the top on your screen. That is the QR code which you can jump into the voting. So while you're listening to the Mike introductions, please feel free to visit the voting system through the QR code and make a vote. Now, Mike, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Now you're fine.
I need to share my screen. Just a moment. Wait.
Presentations or actual introductions. Okay. Yeah, you're on full screen. Go ahead.
Can you see it?
No screen yet. I can see you. Okay, now screen is coming.
How about that?
No, you have a double screen. So you need to close one of them, and your presentation, the screen on the back. You need to switch.
Okay. Wait a second. How come? Sorry. There's a. Wait. No, my screen is lost.
No
screens. Oh,
no
my.
screen.
It's like
Well, now
only-
come up, but still doubled. You need to close the top front screen. I think your presentation in the back. Yeah, now enlarge that. Oh, no.
Screen.
Something strange.
That's on my
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I think that's not your screen. That's Alan's screen.
Yeah, that's on my screen.
Well, without waiting the audience, do you think you can start to introduce Founders Live in Indonesia?
Okay, thank you. Let's get it on. Thank you, Onaka-san, for having me here and for this great opportunity for us to bring two our startups from Indonesia to present their startups, to pitching their ideas. And I hope somebody's out there can see the startup from Indonesia. So in Indonesia, we actually I want to expand the Founders Life in Indonesia since last year when I met Nick, our CEO, but 2020 is pretty pretty slow. So our first event is going to be 2 days coming on
2 days.
Sunday. Yeah.
This Sunday is the first your presentations, right? Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah, right. So Founders Life Manado, and right now actually we have 13 cities. We have 13 city leaders in Indonesia. I need to
30 or 13?
No, 13.
13.
13 city.
Well, you already have 13 cities for Founders Live in Indonesia. Wow,
Right.
That's very impressive.
And the next 3 or 4 months, every city will, get cycled to present their events.
Mega presentations.
Yes,
Okay.
presentation. Yeah.
Wow, great.
So I'm really excited, and maybe we can, you can come up, show up in our event, and let's see what we can do about Founders Life Asia Pacific or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty exciting,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I'm glad to have you here, in APAC, and we work together to expand this Founders Live network in APAC. It started in North America, Seattle, Washington, USA. But for the live, same time zone, and there's a lot of the startups in Asia, right? So
Right.
I hope having crossing this kind of presentation among the different countries, a lot of people can enjoy to support a startup, not only in each own country, but overseas together to help the business, right? Okay.
Right. And maybe the next event, you can send your startups from Fukuoka or Tokyo, and let's
Sure.
see what
Yeah,
in an event.
Yeah, I'm planning to have a Founders Live Tokyo very, very soon to launch. But I believe some of our friends are watching this live from Taiwan, and Thailand and Malaysia, Singapore. And those people, of course, can pitch their startup here, the Founders Fukuoka or Founders Live Jakarta. And after they feel more confident to expand that support in their own country, in the cities, you and I can help them to let them start Founders Live in any city in Asia, and we can grow together, which means we can support more startup companies to make a new, good generation of the business for the worldwide, starting in Asia. I hope.
It's about a Founders Life. What I like about Founders Life, because Founders Life gives us opportunity for aspiring founders, aspiring entrepreneurs to show up to the global market, right? So it's many ways to go to the global market, but Founders Life is one of the way we can go. We can show our startups, and maybe someday, one day, someone will see that startups, and they can get connected, just like what we are doing today, right?
Right. This is a very good example how we can collaborate. And we also talked about the global pitch contest with the headquarters USA Seattle. And probably I hope we can have a global contest, probably from late this year, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, Mike, thank you. Time is almost up. And thank you for your introductions. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, everyone, thank you for staying for this long live events today. And during the mic presentations, introductions, we collected all the votings. And today, from the live voting system seems to be working very, very well. And first, so to speak, winner's presenter today is FRESIO, Daniel. Daniel, congratulations. You got the most largest votes from the audience. Say something to the audience.
Yeah, thank you all for our voters from FRESIO team. Thank you, Onaka-san, for this opportunity and all the committee. And of course, Founders Life Fukuoka. And also for Founders Life chapter, Indonesian chapter, Mike. Thank you for this great opportunity for us. And thank you all.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel. And thank you for all presenters today. And I do hope everybody can enjoy this event, and we try to make a more startup introduce in many ways, and eventually we do have this kind of voting and try to find try to make an award for the first winners every time. So Founders Live Fukuoka, we will host this event every bi-monthly. Next event from Fukuoka is late April. Until then, stay in touch. And if you have any questions, don't be shy to contact Founders Live Fukuoka or Indonesia, as well as Fukuoka Growth Next. Thank you for your time today. Have a nice weekend. Thank you.